Hey guys, it's me David and welcome back to Building Scarif Week 15. Alright guys, so this segment is dedicated to a second AT-ACT, or what we're going to build is an AT-AT, then make it an AT-ACT by the end of the video. So I promise this is going to be a really awesome segment. I know a lot of you are going to like it. I personally think it's awesome having two AT-ACTs, so I was very unsure whether I was going to build the second one or not. I was like, do I really need to? Is it going to take up too much space? And by the end of this video, I think a lot of you will agree that that is a great idea, and you'll see why. It looks, spoiler alert, it looks epic. So I'm going to stop talking. I just want to get right into this, guys. So let's go right into it right now. Okay, guys, so this segment, all we're doing is we're going to build another AT-AT. So I actually have all the parts to make it an AT-ACT. So I'm not going to do it to both, I think, just to see whether I like the look or not and whether I'm going to change it or not. So we'll experiment on one. But the first things first is I'm going to build the second one right now. I got my iPad with the instructions. If I open it up right here, there's the instructions. And I'm going to build it. So here's all the parts. And I got it from 6 different Bricklink sellers. So again, there's about 2,500 parts here. We'll see how long it takes. It's 8:23, so we'll see how long this takes. And without ado, let's see the time lapse through that camera, starting now. Alright guys, taking a quick break here. It's currently 1:45 in the morning, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually stop here. I have got the AT-AT, or what will become the AT-ACT, just about 3/4 of the way done. All that needs to be done here is basically just putting all the plates on here and over here, as well as the head, and then it'll be pretty much done. So a majority of it has already been put together. Now a lot of you are probably saying, 2,500 pieces, David, and it took you would that be about 4 or 5 hours? Well, I just want to quickly say that not all the parts were here, and on top of that, all these parts are scattered around, like the elements, like this piece, and a bunch of these could be over on the other end, and it could be that with any piece. So once I run out of one piece in particular area, there could be more in another area. So it's a lot of hunting and searching for the pieces around here. It's not that easy compared to a regular Lego set. And then on top of that, one of these Bricklink sellers did not send me the correct quantity of an item and sent me something else that I don't need. So I had to go looking for like 31 1x6 plates. I was able to find them, but that became a big problem. So that took an hour right there, just trying to find a bunch of those. Surprisingly, actually, I did have some, but they were used on this AT-AT right here. But it's just kind of funny to see what this looks like without all the head and stuff compared to this one. I think that's kind of funny. But yeah, it looks really cool already just seeing 2 of them. But yeah, so I'm going to stop here, and then we'll pick up in the morning. So it's actually more of an instant for you guys. So without ado, let's do some magic movie editing right now. then there were two. Alright guys, there we go. The second AT-AT, for which will become the AT-ACT, is now built. Here's some of the spare parts. I'm pretty sure I forgot to build something, but I actually ordered extra parts of a couple things, so this is to be expected. And I also kind of replaced some parts because I couldn't deal with trying to find something, so I would take a part from my own collection, and so I'll put those parts basically back onto the sets that I tore a piece off. That's what I'll sometimes do if I can't find a part, or yeah. Anyhow, look how sick this looks, guys. Two of these mammoths. This is awesome. I really like this. I'm glad I did the second one. I was very unsure whether I was going to do another one or not, but man, this looks awesome. Just like the other one, it opens up, of course, and you know, you have the inside, the whole interior, and same here, you have a little cockpit thing down here. But yeah, alright, so what I'm going to do now is, it's not going to be final, but I'm going to at least experiment before the end of the video of the orange cargo part of the AT-ACT, as well as modifying the cannons. Those are the two main things that I really need to change on this to really make it look more like an AT-ACT. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do now. I don't have all the parts to do this particular section and all of this, and I don't have the white parts in yet to do the little label or the symbol on the side of the orange. So we'll see how this looks. I'm going to experiment a little bit on this particular one. I'm not going to do it to both because I want to see what your guys' opinion is before I finalize the design. Plus I want some more parts to come in. I have enough to do something, but not exactly what I want to do. So let's go ahead and try that out and see what that looks like right now. Alright guys, so I've been working pretty hard for the last hour or two, and this is what I've come up with. So yeah, it's definitely not final, but it really is starting to look a lot more like the AT-ACT. So here's what I did. First thing over here you'll notice that I modified the cannons so that they look a lot more like the actual AT-ACT. So it actually only has one big blaster cannon on each side. There's no, I guess, repeater blasters down and below. So here's the other AT-AT, and you can kind of see the difference there. So yeah, and then I actually, these were higher for some reason, so I lowered them. And then over here, I added the, I guess, the cargo bay thing. It still obviously works normally, but it looks pretty good actually. I'm liking how this looks. Obviously this is not done. Compared to the detail here, you'll see there's still a lot more work to do. I'm going to put that like kind of half circle white symbol right here, and that'll make it look a lot better. I'm going to get this behind the ladders here. That'll be orange, and all of this gray will be orange as well. And then I'm going to add a wedge plate here and here, and actually this will be a little bit lower. So I think that this is a good start. It certainly looks a lot more like the AT-ACT. Considering next that photo, looks pretty good. So yeah, I'm happy with it. I only did it to one side because I want to get the design perfect before I start doing it to the other vehicles. So once I have this design perfected and know exactly how I want it to be, then I'll start to do it on all of them. But yeah, so I think that's going to end the video right here, guys. So I mean, check this out now. We got two, well, kind of one AT-ACT and then one AT-AT, but basically two AT-ACTs. So that's pretty cool. I like how this is looking. I mean, I think it's some angles up in there to see how cool that is. That's some dope stuff right there. But yeah, guys, that's going to end it for this video. So let's go ahead and head out. All right, guys, so that was the video. So yeah, we only focused on another AT-AT/AT-ACT, and that's about it. But next week, you're gonna see how awesome it looks. I'm actually gonna, currently, as you guys can see, is that I still have the second section still kind of taken apart. I'm going to put that back together next week, and we're going to put the bunker together. We're going to get the landing pad done. We're going to finish, or at least come close to finishing the bunker. And then you'll really get to see how Scarif looks. And then if we actually have time, I'll actually start the water next week. I'm still waiting on those other pieces. But before I can finish the full AT-ACT design, I'm going to wait. I ordered some more wedge pieces, the slanted orange pieces. I don't have any of these. I don't know why I didn't order them. But I also need that and some white pieces to make that little symbol. And then I think I have everything else I need. I'm probably going to need a couple more tiles and some plates because I used a lot more on this than I thought I was going to need. So I'm going to order all that stuff. I'm not sure whether we'll get to that next segment. It's likely probably the segment after that. So would that be week 17 is when we'll finish and make all of the AT-ACTs look like the actual design. But yeah, on another note, before we finish off the video, I just want to say that we are coming very close to the end, guys. Once I put the sections back together and we get the, like I said, landing pad, bunker, water, and now that we've built the second AT-ACT and the design's kind of close to being done, I also want to hear your feedback on that, guys. But after that, all we have to do is trees and all the shrubbery and all the little tiny details, and that won't take too long. So as I had said in previous segments, I'm looking at a finish date of it, probably beginning of July. It's on a great track. We're very close to finishing. And on top of that, I've already thought of the next mock. I already have a pretty good plan of what I'm going to do after Scarif. So those of you who are wondering, I do have a plan, and I think a lot of you will like it. And I think that's going to be it. Oh yeah, one more thing is today, particularly, the Lego Star Wars summer, or not the summer, I guess they're the fall sets for The Last Jedi have been leaked. I can't post any of the pictures anywhere on my YouTube channel or social media, or Lego/Lucasfilm will come down very hard. So anybody posting the pictures will probably be asked to remove them very quickly. But if you can take a look, honestly, they're spreading all over the place on Instagram and Flickr. And then honestly, you can probably Google them. But they're kind of everywhere. So if you have the chance, check those out. I can't really... I mean, there's 3 sets. There's a Heavy Assault Walker, which is basically an AT-AT. A resistant bomber fighter, which is basically the thing that we see it in the Last Jedi trailer, and then the Super Star Destroyer, or not the Super Star, the Kylo Ren Star Destroyer. That's actually a set now. So what's funny is I had mentioned that in my top 5 of like one of the sets I wanted Lego to build, and they made it. So I thought that was kind of cool. So just a little tidbit on that. So if you guys want to check that out, Google that. Alright guys, that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next segment. Hope you guys have a great and wonderful day. Bye-bye.